Willkommen auf
Vernier Scalper.
Willkommen auf meinem YouTube-Kanal. Ich bin Vernier Scalper, and today we will be talking about Red Velvet again, part 2. I'm not going to be talking about the Japanese album, okay? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the Japanese album. There are some nice songs in that album, do not get me wrong, okay? There's a Jackpot, okay? Jackpot is in a jackpot, then some, na na, la la. That one is good, okay? That one is good. Marionette, okay, Sappy is good, but it's a bit lazy, you get what I'm saying? Because Sappy was originally part of an EP, wasn't it? It was part of it has its own EP, but then they reshelved everything and they repackaged it into an album called Bloom. This is very lazy. You're expecting like a full, album of new content, but no, we're just going to rehash everything. We're just going to put hashtag cookie jar. Wait, is that part of that? Okay, maybe it does not have that one. But they just repackaged everything into the Bloom album, and that was the one and only Japanese release, okay? Oh, Wild Side. Wild Side is good. Wild Side is nice. Okay, so Wild Side, that one is not bad. That one is not bad. That is very Japanese sounding. With like the K-pop Japanese releases, sometimes it sounds very much just K-pop in the Japanese. It's not exactly the Japanese vibes. You know what I'm saying? Okay? But that is very true to another song that is very true to the Japanese. I like how we're just diving straight in. Another song that is very true to the Japanese vibe is Swimming Pool. And I don't know if you know the group E-Girls. Okay, they disbanded now. Some of them are in the group called Five. Five is a very cool group, but they used to be in the E-Girls. It sounds like an E-Girl song, okay? It sounds like an E-Girl song, and not necessarily in the best way. It's a bit generic, if I'm being completely honest. Anyway, swimming pool is what you do. It's a bit cheesy. It's a bit like cheesy summer J-pop girl group song thing that is of the 2010s. And it's okay. Now the Sayonara. Anyways, I like how I say we're not going to talk about Japanese album. We're already like diving into everything Japanese album. We're moving on. Okay, so today I want to get into all the other Red Velvet collaterals. And when I say the other Red Velvet collaterals, I am referring to the solos and the subunit materials, okay? And if we're going to be talking about this topic, I have to vent a bit. Yeri, where is the... No, I'm not counting that diary song or whatever SM station thing that they gave her. No. I mean like the actual release, okay? The actual release with a title track and promotion and a visual and a photo book and everything. No, they did not give her that. She's no longer in SM, right? Didn't she leave? Oh my god. You see, this is what happens. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, she's always been the maknae that is like, does not have they used to give her like her own variety, reality, whatever show thing on YouTube, and then that channel got closed down because they just don't want to support Yeri, okay? And once again, Yeri is my favorite member, okay? She's my favorite, she's my bias. They just don't want to give her anything, okay? They just don't want to give her. Even Irene, they are giving her the she's a full album coming in next week. We're going to talk about the album when it comes out. But Yeri does not have anything. She does not have anything. The disrespect, okay? The disrespect, the whole she's not important, she does not deserve she's still, we could give her a drama, she can act, she can do whatever, but we're never gonna give her actual music career. And now she's out of SM. Of course. It is just like Wendy. They fumbled the bag with Wendy, okay? They don't want to give her real releases, real material and stuff and support and everything. Does not want to give her good things. So she left. Okay, she left, and for the better actually. So we're going to get into that as well, okay, when we talk about her material. Because the Wendy material, I feel, is very parallel to her career trajectory at the moment. So it is good that she's no longer in SM. And apparently they will be making a comeback this year. Yay! We have a follow-up to Cosmic, okay? The solar system. Finally, okay? Finally. But they said that at the Wendy concert that we're going to let Irene release her thing first. And yeah, did they say that Yeri is going to release a solo first? And then they're going to do a group thing. Oh my god, that would be the best thing. Okay, so we have the Irene album and possibly the Yeri solo. I want a good 5 songs, okay? 5, please give me 5 songs. I don't want the 4, no. I don't want a single, I want the 5 songs, okay? I want the 5 songs, and then we can have the group come back. Yo, fuck! It's gonna be so... It's going to be so fucking good, okay? You're going to deliver. I hope the album packaging is good because I did not get the Cosmic album. You know what? We should also do we should also do a video where we talk about the album packaging. I know I said I wanted to do a video about the I like how this is just becoming a Red Velvet channel. This is not becoming a Red Velvet, okay? It's not going to become a Red Velvet channel, but I am just talking about the things I like, and one of them happens to be Red Velvet, okay? And I hope that you guys subscribe or, stay for the Red Velvet and hopefully not leave when the other ideas and hobbies come around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to do a video where we talk about the packaging because I only purchase, at least nowadays, I used to be a little bit more rash when I was younger, okay? I used to be a bit more rash in my savings when it comes to the K-pop albums, but now I'm very selective. I prefer the albums if the design is just really good, okay? The good graphic design, the good packaging design, and the good, the ideas, okay? The creative. I like colorful things, okay? I like colorful things. The only non-colorful type of album that I have gotten in the past few years would probably be the 28 Reasons that we will be getting to in a while. But that is probably the most black and white monochromatic K-pop album that I own. Everything else is very much colorful, punchy, and wacky, and kitschy, and techy, and camp. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the, that is also why I don't really like to collect or buy the boy group stuff, because it's just so everything is just so cars and black. It's just black and chrome and no. So we should do like a video about that, and I could possibly show you some of my albums, my physical albums that I do own of Red Velvet. Not a lot, actually. I don't own a lot because they really didn't have. Okay, we will keep that for that video, okay? Let's not try to overstuff this video with too many things at the start, okay? Let's not do that. So let's talk about the collaterals, but which one shall we start? So should we go with the order of okay, how about we do Wendy? We do Wendy, since she's not an SM anymore. We do Wendy, then we do Joy, then we do Irene and Seulgi because they have a subunit, you know, so they have a bigger bulk of things, and then they have their solo material. So let's just do it in that order: Wendy, Joy, and then the other two, okay? And no Yeri because she does not deserve anything according to SM. Okay, so let's begin with Wendy. Wendy had such a good debut, okay? That first album was so nice. Do any of you do the thing, or have you seen when it first came out, people got the album, the one with the crystal case, and they put they DIY blue and white petals, like rose petals, flower petals. They decorated the inside so that when you look at from the crystal case, you can see the petals on top of like her face and stuff. I want to do that, but they never got to it. So, you know, I'll probably get the second-hand like Water album, okay, the crystal case one, and then I will DIY it sometime in the future. We can make a video, so we can do like a DIY. So exciting. We can do like a DIY, okay, art. Okay, I'm an artist, so it's just a bunch of petals, you know, just stuff a bunch, but call it a day. So this first album was really good. It was very, you know, warm. You know, Red Velvet really thrives on the warm sound. Okay, they're not aespa, they're not heart to heart. They thrive on that warm R&B sound, and it just has that R&B pop vibe to it. You know, a little bit singer-songwriter, you know, 2000s like vibe going on here with her. So we have the iconic no 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 when this rain stops. Yeah, I'm singing it in the Japanese heisei. That's one of my vocal stims that I like to do, is to do any song in the Heisei era, 90s Heisei era, early 2000s Japanese pop style. Okay, that yeah. So that was a very good opening track. She promoted that quite a bit. I know that a lot of people love that song. It's very beautiful. The vocals are crazy. And then we have we all knew it was going to be a slow song. We all knew it was going to be some sort of ballad or ballad adjacent, but nevertheless, it is a good showstopper. It is not like typical Korean ballad, you know what I'm saying? Typical Korean ballad, typical soloist, like you know, like Do-young's songs that are just boring. I'm sorry, okay, I like NCT, but Do-young, no. It's just boring ballads, but she did not. She got this is a cool song, okay? This is a very nice song. And this was after the, you know, the incident. So it was very triumphant. It was very moving. Okay, I admit I was very moved to see her on stage again with the new. But she looks great. Okay, it was nice. Okay, to see her in the music video was really pretty as well. Everything was just good. And then we had the "Why don't you just love me?" Yeah. Why don't you love me? That was so bad. But you know what I'm referring to? That run at the end. Come on now. There are so many notable runs, notable vocal moments on this record that we can just talk about all day. There's just so many, okay? Love me, why don't you know? It is so good. Every song in this first album is so The fourth one is really good. The fourth one is sort of like a soft rock type of ballad situation. It's a bit old school sounding. I know this is not everybody's taste, but I do like this one. Na 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 na. Stop. I need to stop, okay, because I'm going to get carried away and it's just going to be me singing the entire song. I really like the bridge, okay, the bridge. The bridge is just, okay, bellissimo. Is that what they say? Is that what they say? Bellissimo. Bellissimo. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. And oh my god, the final song with Seulgi. Oh no, not good. I need. That was really bad. I fucked up the key, but you know what I'm talking about. That song. And when Seulgi did the second part, I just knew. I knew they were going to harmonize at the end. I thought they were going to harmonize in the second chorus, you know, like, yeah. But no, they did not. But then they came in together at the end, because, come on now. And it was a good showcase of the vocal colors that you get in the Red Velvet, okay? It's just two of the colors, but they're like they're like the front runner vocals in that group. So you get to see, get to hear it. But I don't like how they simplified the little run at the end. I don't know, is it because of Seulgi? They had to make it easier for her. I'm not trying to say that Seulgi is not a good singer. Okay? I'm just saying that why do they have to simplify the run at the end when they could... Like, why? Anyways, it was still really good. I had to refresh my memory a bit before I recorded this video. So I went to listen to all the materials, okay, all the collaterals, and I forgot how warm and like cozy this album. Okay, question. Will you guys consider this an autumn type of album? Because the thing is that it's called like water, and the whole imagery and the visual, and actually it's the visual, it's very blue and but I don't think the vibe is actually blue. You know what I'm saying? Like her most recent album is called Cerulean Verge or something. Verge of, you know, whatever, you know. That feels like a blue album. This does not feel like a blue album. Doesn't this feel like an autumn vibe? Or maybe like a spring but winter just ended type of vibe, like winter is ending and going into spring type situational. What do you guys think? Because it is not blue to me. It is very much like a warm, like an ember or a warm yellow. I don't know. I don't think it's blue. It's a bit weird that the whole, you know, like this is the thing with K-pop, like the visual and the sound and the packaging of everything isn't always cohesive. But the second mini album, okay, this is when SM fucked up. Okay, Wendy is a serious artist, giving her a title track called "I Wish You Hell." Don't wish you well. I love myself. La la la. What? How did we go from the first beautiful, lush sounding album to this? To wish you, like, it's so childish. Like, and the video, they got her doing like other like little like cutesy. What is going on? Like, what is going on? I really did not like. Oh my god, I really did not like it. And they wanted to continue this blue, like this blue vibe with the packaging and everything. And I don't know, like it was so fun. It was very manufactured. It was so manufactured. They could have gone, if they really wanted to do like the little like pop, they could have gone, you know, more. And I'm comparing this to Cerulean Verge because Cerulean Verge feels like Wendy is really stepping into her own. Like this is the music that she wants to do. It sounds more authentic. I mean, it is still K-pop. It is still, you know, buying tracks from the American market. So it does still sound very mainstream and safe. You know, I wish they would push her further. And I wish she would push herself further with the rioting and everything. But alas, it felt more raw. Okay, it felt more real. It felt more, you know, like lively. The second album was just not it. It was just not it. So you have that stupid title track called What the Hell. No, it's not what. Thinking of that, Reveluv. It's not that. It's a Wish You Hell. It sounds so stupid. I'm just cringing just thinking about it because I just hear her voice. She has such a powerful, belty voice, clear and sonic and everything. And you're making her do this little, like, childish, I wish you hell, don't wish you well, la 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 la. Like, what? No! Like, what? There is a way to do pop rock or even alt pop and all this type of cutesy things without being so, I don't know, like neutered and vanilla and kind of it's not even Tumblr, it's just boring. It's just lazy. It's just like, why did they purchase this? You know, SM purchases like their demos from all these American producers and writers and whatnot, and you know, they assemble this team of things and stuff. But in the recent years, they've been making so many questionable choices. Having a stroke, questionable choices. Okay? So, you know, when Red Velvet came along, and then we have EXO, and coinciding with the NCTs and stuff, they've been purchasing lots of good songs. You know, the R&B and the hip hop is very strong, okay? But then they just started losing the fucking plot. At some point in time, they just started, perhaps it's just buy, okay? Just consume. Just no longer trying to create like a cohesive brand. It's just about buying. It just, at one point, everybody's music just started crisscross, and you know, Red Velvet will get some scrap. No, Red Velvet is still a bit on the higher tier, but you know, EXO and the NCTs and all the NCTs, they just started getting each other's like sound and just getting mixed up and homogenous, and SM is just, they lost the fucking plot. They used to be the game changer. Okay, aespa was kind of game changing, but have you heard their B-sides? It's not very good. It's very derivative. It's just like what I think about Twice's music. Okay, I love Twice. Okay, I'm a part-time once, so I guess I'm half. I don't know. I can't think of a funny joke. It's not funny, but you know, their title tracks are good, and they have a lot of, they do have some good B-sides, but for the most part, there's a lot of derivative dance tracks. Okay, a lot of dance tracks, and their Japanese stuff is even more derivative. But you get what I'm saying with the SM. They just buy. Everything just ends up sounding the same, and it becomes a problem. Okay, but anyways, what else do we even have on this thing? So we have The Car Isn't Yours. That song is actually nice. That title, The Car Isn't Yours, is actually, I get a very vivid picture when I think of that song title. And I'm intrigued, but when I hear the actual song, I feel like the narrative could go further because, I don't know. It's just so boring. It's just so safe. Everything is so safe. That is my problem when you just purchase and, you know, get people to write songs. It's like you don't push the envelope. You're just getting the envelope because, you know, you make your order, you make your purchase, and you buy it, and you get your envelope, but you don't actually push the pen. You don't actually push the product. You don't actually think like, okay, how can we make this even more pizzazz? Okay, how can we make this even more a Wendy's? Okay, how can we push a Wendy to it? But the Wendy's, the only thing that be pushing is that face. I'm sorry, Wendy. I love you so much, but somebody has to say it. Okay, I know some of us are thinking the same thing. Okay, when that happened, we were being kind because, you know, of the incident. But now it's just gone out of hand. I was watching Sun Kiss the other day and I was thinking, oh my god, why does... Anyways, this is a touchy subject. People get very, very defensive. They get very protective about it. And I don't mean any harm. I'm just, why? You know what I'm saying? First it was this and then it was this. Okay. Moving on, I don't even remember the track list for this properly because I don't listen to this fucking album. It's not good. I'm sorry if you think this is good, but it's not. As a music nerd, I'm telling you, it's not. Especially when we now get Cerulean Verge, the title, the Cerulean Verge. That is a good example of what Wendy could have been, but SM fucking fucked it up. Okay, they fucked it up. I'm that queen of the party. No, it's childish. It's foolish. It's not the vibe. It is just, no. Give that to like some, I don't know, like some younger queen of the party. And I'm not being ageist or anything. It's just like the execution is not it. We have Vermilion, which I don't fucking remember how it sounds like. What is the third track? There's a third track. Oh my god, I don't even remember. Moving on, let's just talk about Cerulean Verge, okay? So yeah. Oh, that was bad. Okay, the opening track is okay. It's a bit generic, but we get the soaring vocals. You would think that by the second album they would have Wendy belting her fucking ass off. You know what Wendy deserves? Wendy deserves to have her Demi Lovato heart attack type of song moment. She needs that one song that's just belts, okay? Like full belting. And she can do it. We know she's able to do it. And we know she's able to replicate that type of singing live. She needs that type of title track that's just like, again, heart attack. You know, that level of vocal, the type of vocal that other singers will struggle trying to replicate, okay? Nobody's going to try to cover Wendy's songs because they know it's going to be vocal suicide. So she needs that type of song. But anyways, Sun Kiss is really nice. I know it is very much replication of this design is gonna be a flame. When there is a flame, there is gonna be. What is better? I don't make the rules, okay? Pink, okay? Red velvet. It's all about the red. Okay? And with Wendy, it's about the blue. So get the pink shit out of here, okay? It's not about pink. I don't care about a pink song, okay? We're talking about Sun Kiss. Falling to the Sun Kiss. And the next song is I'm just having an existential crisis. My job is, a little bit. Okay, it is a bit cheesy, I admit, okay, existential crisis is like, what are we, like 2020? But it's fun, okay, it's catchy, it's a cute, little bop thing going on. Existential crisis is nice, okay, it is nice. I know, I joke because I love, okay? It is nice, but the song that I like more is Hate to the Power of 2. Or rather, nobody says that. What am I? You see, this is why this is proof that I'm not a math student. Okay, I'm not a student of the mathematics because they don't say to the power of 2. They say square. Who the fuck says to the power of 2? See, I'm not a math student. I'm not a slave of the mathematics. I know what I really want. That high note at the very last chorus is fucking crazy. I'm not sure if she ever tried to, if she ever attempted that live, but that is crazy. It is an A5. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Okay, you see, like, she is belted. That's why I tell you she needs to have a heart attack moment. The next song, Beautiful You. Is it called Beautiful You? Or something you, it's another one of those cheesy songs. Okay, my main gripe with this album is that, as you can tell, it's a bit cheesy, okay? It's a bit cheesy. It's not like that cheesy pop rock, Americanized vibe that we have going on. I mean, it works with Wendy, but I would like to see her take things further, like not so much of this smoochy woochy, like can't she do something more punky also, like a Olivia Rodrigo vibe maybe? Because Olivia has that vibe of, the ballads, but she also has a little bit of like playful, punky moments that I think Wendy can tap into. Ultimately, I still want the heart attack moment. I still want her heart. Yeah! I want that, okay? I want Wendy to give that. But the last, I really do like this song. It's very beautiful. Na 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 na. It's a bit Christmas, okay? It's a bit winter. That's why I said that this album feels more blue than the first one. The first one was more warm. This actually feels a bit cooler and maybe a bit wintry. Oh, the last track. I almost forgot actually before my revision. I forgot that this track existed. So this is the I believe in pain. I believe in sorrow. Then I love chords like this. The I really like this sound. Okay, I really like the sound of this. Almost fantasy, folklore vibe thing. Very spacious. A lot of reverb. It's very, very enchanted feeling, I'm saying. She could go into this vibe as well, okay? If she does not want to go the punky rock, pop rock thing, she can do this as well, give us the beautiful, lush, ballads with the storytelling. That's another thing. The lyrics of this album is also a bit could be better, but it's a good start, okay? It's a good start. Wendy is off to a good start, and this is what happens when you actually have a bit more control and direction with your music and your art, because SM really fucked it up. How do you fuck it up so bad? I mean, to be frank, look at fucking Taeyeon's music, okay? She started off really well. Okay, everything was very focused, and now she's just doing anything. They're just making Taeyeon sing anything at this point. Like anything that, oh my god, like she's known for her ballads. And if you were to develop Taeyeon from those ballads, you would go for, orchestral. You can go for like an Adele thing because she has that husky voice. You go for like an Adele, you could go for maybe even jazzy vibes like Amy White, something that mature, match her age, but also musically interesting. What are we doing? We're doing 2X and what was that song? The Weekend, like these weird choices, like very odd choices of things. It's just very strange. So I'm not surprised really that Wendy got fucked up like that, because SM they don't give a fuck anymore. Just be giving people random shit. Especially when the artists themselves don't have that strong of a conceptual thinking. They just get handed something and they're forced to play the role, play the part, sing the lines. bear the shame. Bear the shame. Now, I look forward to a full album from Wendy. Hopefully more musically interesting ideas, but we have to move on, okay? We have to move on. I'm going to be very honest, guys. I'm going to be very honest. Even though I was initially very pleased, okay? Pleasantly surprised, pleasantly pleased, pleasant when Joy's album came out. And I'm not talking about that cover album. We're not going to talk about that. I don't want to talk about cover albums. We're going to be talking about that first one. What is it called? From Joy with Love, the summer album, the summer sounding album. To be completely honest, I have not really listened to it since it came out. And it makes me a bit sad because, you know, when I made my previous video, I said how they should give Joy more belting. Should make her sing more, like sing, you know, like really sing. Push that voice more. She has such a pretty tone, yes, but I'm sorry, Joy is just not that strong of a vocalist to thrive on that itself alone, like thrive on that alone, okay? Because when you have somebody, okay, so to give you a different example, or rather maybe a similar example, when you have somebody like IU, okay, she has a sweet voice, but there is more dynamic to the voice, so she's able to do all these different types of sounds. I mean, there are sounds that she's better suited for, and she sounds better singing certain styles, but ultimately she's quite versatile, and she can do lots of different things, and it's very interesting to see in the growth and the evolution and the... But with Joy, I'm sorry, her voice just does not have that multi-dimensional quality to it. It is just this one sound. So she really needs to be pushed further, or, you know, experimented and teach her, you know, somebody should like coach her and try to give her some musical ideas, because it's just not, it's not like, okay, so we had the first, so the title track, water, it's not bad, it's really nice. It's like a Red Velvet song, you know, imagine a Red Velvet song but transposed to Joy's voice. It suits her voice very well. It sits in that comfort range that it's easy for her to do, and you still get the sweet summery vibes and the sweet summery voice of Joy. But it is kind of safe, okay? We have to be honest with ourselves. It is kind of safe. Get up and dance, get up and dance. Again, it's Red Velvet, just simply a bit simplified and transposed to Joy. And the third song is also Red Velvet and transposed to Joy's voice. But I really do like this third song because I mentioned again in the previous video briefly that I really want Red Velvet to make a bossa nova album, like a cafe music type album. And this is the type of song that I want to hear. And my heart in Paris. I'm totally singing the wrong melody, but if you know the song, you know what I'm talking about. It's that cafe, loungy vibes, okay? La 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 la, be I'm blue. La 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 la, be I'm blue. Everything after La Vie en Blue, I really don't remember. You know, I actually like played a little bit of Joy's album because it's the one that I'm the least familiar with of all these things. I mean, I guess Wendy, the second album. I can't remember. The last three tracks, No, I don't even remember the title. I don't even remember the title. The fourth one was okay, but it was very reminiscent of like, you know, Red Velvet Scenery and what is that, Moonlight Melody, and you know, that the bunch of ballads that come at the end of the album that I was kind of through, you know, Hear the Sea. It was very much that chord progression, but again transposed to the key of joy. Except it wasn't really giving me any joy. It was just so... Yeah, it's not good. I think that the last track might be the worst one because it's some ballad and it's just, again, over-relying on her pretty voice. And her voice is pretty, but it's just not enough. It just does not sustain, you know, like it just does not. And that is why I don't care for her cover album as well, because Je t'aime was okay. Hello was very nice because she was actually belting. You know, when you see and hear Joy performing that title track live for Hello, you can hear the effort that she's putting because she's really singing. So you can really hear that. But everything else is just like, you know, Korean songs and just like chill vibes and just things that don't, just doesn't really show. It's not musically interesting. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, how should we do this? Should we do Irene and Seulgi or should we do the solos? Okay, you know what? I think we should do Irene and Seulgi first, the subunit. Oh my god, there's so much to go through. Okay, so now with the Irene and Seulgi subunit, we had the legendary debut. I'm a little monster now. What the fuck is that teabagging? The fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Legendary. Okay, that was fucking legendary, iconic shit. And they could have stopped there. They could have stopped there. Okay, the lesbitronics and the goth and like the goom, goom, goom. Like everything was just fucking, ooh, conceptually so freaking powerful. Like, this is why I get very mad and upset with SM, because this is the level that they can give. Okay? Such a strong, cohesive, you know that they were really putting their brains, okay, the creative team, they were really putting everything to create this thing. Everything just made sense. But then nowadays, okay, anyways, so they could have stopped there. They could have stopped at the lesbitronics. They could have stopped at the video, but no. They had to give us a second serving of kunt, okay, of kuntiness, called a naughty, naughty, oh yeah, naughty, naughty. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? All these other groups and people all try to, you know, cover the suddenly everybody, you know, like suddenly everybody's tatting, like tooting and even me. I'm not even a dancer. I'm so bad at dancing. Like I was like, you know that one part in the video, so high. I really wanted to learn it. I was every day watching the fucking videos, like trying to. But I gave up because I'm a fucking loser, okay? I'm a fucking loser. I gave up. But it was a moment in time, okay? It was a moment in time. I tried it. It's very difficult, but it was so freaking good. That was like, yo, what? Again, like SM. They really fucking like knocked it out of the fucking park. They can do shit like that, you know, but instead we're getting all these flavorless like random crap. I want to be appreciated. I'm sorry, I love that woman. Like I again, coming from a place of love, okay, I joke because I love. I want to be appreciated. That's how I feel when SM gives us shitty music and shitty art and shitty concepts. Like, the fans, we want to feel appreciated. Give us some good fucking shit. Okay. Diamond in the rough, diamond in the rough. Doom, boom, boom. Diamond in the rough, diamond in the rough. Fucking amazing, okay? This, conceptually and musically, sonically, everything, this makes so much sense, okay? The loungy, jazzy, like maybe even neo soul, if they really wanted to get into that pocket, okay? Like the neo soul. Ooh, a burp. I'm sorry. Excuse me. They could really tap into that if they wanted to. And they really should in the future, because this is the best sound of the sounds that they have integrated for the Irene and Seulgi subunit, okay? This one is so... It's diamond in the rough. See me, I'm a diamond in the rough. Diamond in the rough. Diamond in... Oh my fucking god. I think that this is my favorite after the title tracks. This one is my favorite, Diamond. Okay, the next one, I'm not going to lie, I don't remember the title, but it's not bad. This one is the... What is it called? No, it's not Uncover. Uncover is the Seulgi solo that comes at the end. This is not that one. This one is pretty cool, okay? It's very moody and dark. I think that they still had it going on, okay? They still understood the assignment when they made this song. But the next one though, Jelly. Jelly. What? How did we go from fuck man and lesbotronics and dark and sensual and to fucking like Jelly? Like what? This just sounds like a Red Velvet song that was a bit neutered, and you remove like 3 of the girls and you're left with this, and they just put it out as a song. It just does not fit the vibe. It just does not fit the vibe. It's very weird. Why would they? Even the title itself, Jelly. You see, everything was going so well. Everything was going so well, but they just had to fuck it up, you know? They just had to do, you know, it was too perfect. They had to like, you know, they had to put something like a shit stain on the fucking project. Like, why? Why did you have to add this in? Oh my god, we could just have 5 songs and it would be perfect. You don't have to put in Jelly. Okay, so Uncover the Seulgi solo. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't listen to this one. I cannot recite it right now because I do not remember. I am so sorry. But I do have a comment. I do have a comment about it. It is that I wish that they went a little bit more FKA twigs with this, you know, maybe some UK bass, you know, because it's this very spacious sounding song. You know, like the reverb and everything, it's very sparse. And she does not have a lot of lines. Every line is a bit spaced out as well. So this is very, very, very spacey. But I feel like it needed some, you know, like pounding bass or some... It needed something stronger to ground it. Okay, to ground it, and maybe some more vocal effects, because Seulgi she's just there. There's nothing going on with her voice or anything. Like, it's just a bit wasted. I feel like it could be better. Even as like a solo song, you know, if we were to put this on the Seulgi album, it would still feel a bit undercooked. Okay. And I also have that feeling when it comes to Seulgi's music, but we'll get to that. So the first album is not bad, but then the second one, they kind of lost the plot a bit. Okay, so we had the two. It was okay, because they're trying to ride the wave of the kunti music, the kanti music. So the chorus is just a word, it's just tilt, 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 tilt. Tilt, 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 tilt. It's fine. The video is fine. It's just, I'm not surprised that it did not get traction, because it's very, music aside, just the project itself felt like SM just did it because they needed to do it. They needed to hit the KPI. They had the KPI for Irene and Seulgi because 2 members have left, so we have to work with what we have left. And Joy has her thing, so now we have to give the subunit a fucking new album, and let's just give them a bunch of stuff, and black and white and red color palette. You can tell the disparity between the first and the second album. Like everything, the packaging of everything is just, no, the second one is just not it. There is no pre-release, which is fine, because if the title track is good, we don't need the pre-release, but the title is not good. So, we can get a second chance, perhaps we can get a naughty, well, but no. It does not exist. A naughty level, a naughty tier track on the DCL does not exist on the DCL album. Unfortunately, yes. Irresistible, irresistible in my little black dress. This one is fine. It's continuing the same vibe as Diamond. But Diamond just has more pizzazz. I don't know what is it about the Diamond. It has more pizzazz than this one. This one is, I don't know, it's just not as scrumptious. The vibe is similar, it's just a bit lower tier, but it is still good, it's still good. Oh, but what is the one that comes after this? Oh, what's your problem? Why do we have this hip hop, weird R&B? Why? It just does not make any sense. And we have this rapper, what is going on? It just does not make any freaking, But Girl Next Door, as much as it's again very unfitting to the album, does not make any freaking sense. It does not sound sensual or dark, or it sounds like a Red Velvet song transposed to the 2 people. I do enjoy this one quite a bit. I do, especially because we get to hear Irene do some belting, and it's not like an obscure belt or hidden behind harmony or thick layering or vocal doubling. We hear her voice very, very clearly in the second part. They sing the same parts in the chorus. Irene has this singing style that is very yelly. It's very when I hear her sing, I hear the hey, sound, and the peace and love. The peace and love, Irene, I love you, but she does have a bit of a thing when she sings. It's not the best, but I do enjoy the song. And the little what do you call it? And the little mood change in the bridge is very sweet as well. And then it goes back to and the funky girl next door, another girl next door. Okay, so that one was admittedly a bit, ill-fitting, even though I do enjoy it a bit. But the next song, Trampoline. Jump, jump, trampoline. Jump, jump, trampoline. Okay, this one is, we get back into the vibe. Okay, we get back into the sensual, moody vibe, a bit like, tsundere vibe. It's not the strongest song, okay? It's not the most interesting or, game-changing song, but it's a nice vibe. Okay, it's a nice vibe. And the last track is also, around the same heaven, 11, 24/7. I don't think that's the lyrics, but I just, it's the same. They always say heaven and a 7 and a 24/7 and a 7-Eleven. It's always the same fucking lyrics when it comes to that rhyming scheme. So it's okay. It's a cute vibe. Do you guys think that the Red Velvet, okay, Irene and Seulgi, do you think that they could function with trip hop, a little bit of trip hop influence, because they can totally do the loungy sound. So we have Diamond in the Rough, okay, Diamond, and then we have Irresistible, and now we get Heaven. They're all the same-ish sounds, okay? The hotel, smoky hotel, smoky mirrors. I feel like they could even go a bit further and do a trip hop influence type of thing, okay? Trip hop influence beat, time shift. We could do that. I think that's also possible, interesting musically, I don't know. I don't know if I want another Irene and Seulgi project. If SM is just gonna continue with this lazy ass fucking bullshit, I don't know if I want another one, okay? They're so lazy. They're just not. Smile. Don't forget to smile. Okay, next one. I like how with the previous video it was so fun and happy, but now that we're talking about the collaterals, this is where my gripes really come out. So I'm very sorry if this is not the happy fun, happy gay vibe that you expected or wanted or wished or hoped for, but it is not. I'm sorry. There are other materials that are just not as good. It's just not as. It's just sad. It's very sad. Like, as a Red Velvet fan, they could do so much better. And when I say they, I mostly mean the SM, because it's not really the girls' fault. They're just doing what, they're just singing what the. So let's talk about Seulgi. Okay, Seulgi had a very iconic and powerful debut called 28 Reasons to This is, oh my god, if you're a fan of the 90s music, 90s style, 90s everything, this is a good vibe. This is so fucking good. But alas, this is just a title track thing. The rest of the album does not sound anything like this. The album does not sound 90s, okay? This is just a title track affair. It is really fucking good. The video and everything, the last Batronic. Okay? My favorite part is there's one scene where she was with the duplicate of herself, and the duplicate goes down and she comes up. There's something so almost spooky, a bit unsettling, a bit uncanny about that moment. Like it's like a doppelganger. I don't know. I know it's just a different CGI and whatever. But it is very nice, okay? So the title track is amazing. And moving from that, my mind is a blur because I don't really listen to her B-sides like that. My problem, again, okay, I'm sorry. I really don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but my problem with Seulgi's songs is that they have nice sounds, okay? Anywhere But Home. Los Angeles. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And what's that last song? Crown. They all have really cool sounds. They have cool sounds. They have cool effects. They're very similar, you know, like dark, ominous vibes. Very, maybe dense is not the word. Not dense, but, you know, like dark. Maybe even like a siren-ish vibe. Very cold, okay? You know, with Red Velvet, I always say Red Velvet is about the warm sounds. With the Seulgi music, it's very cool. Very dark and, you know, it fits the whole black and white and the red and, you know, the type of color palette, and it goes well. It seeps into the sonic palette as well. But it's just, I think it's lacking on Seulgi's part. I hate to say it. Seulgi is a competent vocalist, but I feel like they don't really use her voice enough on the actual songs. Like the instrumentals are good, but it is just something feels off. Like it is not fully tied and married and glued together. It always feels like Seulgi is singing her little lines, and then we get the instrumental, and it's just, you know, it doesn't really blend. It just doesn't. It could be more, okay? It could be more. It could be done better. It could be more harmonious rather than just this very cold, like, you know, imagine Seulgi in the studio, just, you know, with her nasally voice singing to the thing, and then I don't know. I mean, just look at Los Angeles. Los Angeles. And then you get, it's just, it's just like a beat. It's like a, like do more, okay? Do more. When you, especially when you have good vocalists, do more. Like why the beat rap? You want the beat rap? Give it to the people like in the YG and all another. They cannot sing. Give it to those people. But when you have people like Wendy and Joy and why are we, you know, why are we being so miser and saving up on the vocals? What? Like what? And I'm not saying that Seulgi has to belt. I'm saying that Seulgi has to do more sound effects, you know, more little like vocal moments, little tidbits and little sound effects and things and okay, the second album, I really do like Baby Not Baby. My favorite part is definitely the very synthy, retro-ass sounding pre-chorus. And the video, oh my god, I like this video way more than 20 Don't make it. 20 Reasons was very good for using the outdoor scenes and stuff, but oh my god, the way that they structure the different dance sequences and boxes in the fucking video for Baby Not Baby. The supermarket and the outdoor on the road and her being Kunti in the little fridge with the fridge lights and her dancing in the, was it like an interrogation room or, you know, that room thing, and the flickering lights is adding to like the oh my god, that video is so good. It might be actually even one of my favorite Red Velvet videos, period. I fucking love it so much. And when she scratch and like, oh, it's so freaking good. But the album is not. What? The album is not. Okay. Why do we have a fucking song called Sad Girl or what? Bad Boy Sad Girl or something? Oh my god, what is that? Who? You know, don't get me wrong, it's not when your lips say no, but my heart says yes. It's not that, okay? It's not as bad as that shitty flop worst Red Velvet song, but it's not. Like, why? Why? Like the whole vibe of Seulgi's is dark, gothy, gothic, like, oh, I don't want to fucking it's just like this, like mysterious, mysteric, hysteric. Why do we have this sad girl, bad girl thing? It just does not make any sense with the character and everything. And she has this other song. Isn't there like another song called what's the other song called? Oh my god, I don't even remember. I'm getting ragey. I don't remember. You know what? I don't fucking care anymore. I'm going to pull out the cheat sheet. I'm not gonna rely on my brain because my brain is combusting out of rage. Wait, this album does not have that song that I was talking about. The Bad Girl. Oh, that was from the first album? Wait, what? Oh, Dead Man Running. I forgot to mention that song. That song is not bad, okay? That one's not bad. That one's really powerful. This is something that I would imagine, TVXQ, Changman, okay? Changman. I can hear him say, they have that similar vocal flair, vocal style, and dead man running, no, like they have that same type of like, oh my god. Okay, so what is actually on Accidentally on Purpose? Okay, wait, we need to check. Okay, so we have Baby Not Baby, we have Better Days. I vaguely remember that Better Days was okay, it's a cute song, but I actually don't remember her song. Rolling with My Homies. Bruh, this is like the bad girl, sad girl of this album, okay? The bad boy, sad girl of this album. Because what the fuck is this? Who thought that this would make sense on a Seulgi? Why is she singing a song about homies? If she were going to do something like that, wouldn't it be like Me and My Girls? Or, bad girls like MIA, like we the bad girls do it well. Like, what the fuck is we my homies, rolling with my homies, with my friends? I like to dance, I love my friends, sometimes we smoke cigarettes. I don't want to play this ping pong. I gotta film a TikTok. The fuck? Like, this is the worst. Like, this is really this was a red flag. Red flags all around. Okay, this was just, SM was just showing like their ass with this fucking release. They give a fuck. They just give a fuck. Yeah, you see, they have a song called Whatever. That is SM. That is SM's attitude with everything these days. Whatever, whatever works, just buy whatever, the purchase catalog, buy out, just give okay, you get the song, okay, you get the song, everybody just doing random fucking shit, okay, he's not running the company properly anymore, like Lee Suman is gone, and SNSD is gone, and like everything is gone, like it's just shit show, motherfucking shit show. Praying, ooh, Praying was a good one. Praying is a good one. I know that this is a good one, but I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember how it sounds like. I know it's a good one. I know that when it comes on, I do listen to it. And Weakness, like I said earlier, it does not make sense. Why? She's supposed to be I'm not saying that women cannot be vulnerable. I cannot have weakness, but this is not the character that we're being sold here, okay? Oh my god, and if you want to do something about when I'm being weak and vulnerable, do something that is within like that sonic landscape or the character POV. Like, why? I'm so tired. I'm so tired from rage. I'm so tired. My voice is dying. This is not a fun video. This is not a fun video to do. I'm going to take a sip of water, and then when we come back, we're going to do the final thing, which is Irene's album. I know you like a flower and its superpowers and singing in the shower, beyond in happiness. I'm more than just a visual. Alright. Cool like it, I'ma be alright. It is not just me, okay? I know it is not just me. None of us expected that Irene would be doing like a I'm a piano light type song, okay? I'm a piano inspired type song. A Tyler inspired song. Of all people, like Irene is going to be doing a Tyler-esque song. Okay. And to do it well, okay, I'm not going to lie. It's great. It's iconic. It's freaking good. Like her dancing. Please don't fucking attack me, guys. Okay, her dancing is good. It's serviceable. It's great. She's hitting the moves. Okay, she's hitting the things, but it's not very fluid. It feels a bit stiff, She's doing a lot of face. I mean, she is the original visual. Even though she says more than just the visual, but it is still a lot of visual, The way she moves is very hit, very focused, like it's very closed up here. And when you see her perform live, there's a lot of hitting the steps and remembering the steps. It is not very in the moment and feeling fresh, feeling kunst, feeling herself, It does not give that. It feels very much she's frozen in her spot, and she's just moving her body and making sure that she stays in her spot with the other dancers. It does not have that free vibe that a song like this would benefit from. But that is just a little qualm, okay? It's just a little performance qualm. Everything else is great. So this is I really wasn't expecting Irene to come with the Tyler song. And I wasn't expecting her to come with such a catchy song as well. I don't know what they would give Irene because she's a very sensual. I thought that maybe it would be like a slower type song, but no, they really made her ass dance on that. They really told her, Irene, you're going to be dancing a lot. And you're going to have the lip sync because ain't no way you're going to be able to sing like that. You gotta have to dance from the start, the beat start to the music start. You gotta have to dance all the way to the end. She's gonna be dancing all the way. Okay, so let's get it over with. Okay, the final thing to talk about today. The album. I know it's an EP, but why are there 2 bonus tracks? What is it about? What is this whole special track? Like, what is the lore? What's the lore? What's the tea? Okay, the last 2 songs, Kaching and I Feel Pretty. Is it I Feel Pretty? Those 2 songs, and why are they? Why? What's so special about them? Do they not come in the physical version, or do they only come? But they're on the Spotify, so what's so special about those songs? Now, this album is not bad. Okay, it's not bad. It might be actually better than I don't know. I know people like the dark vibes of the first Seulgi album, but the cohesiveness and the flow just feels better on the Irene album, okay? The songs might not be as gritty or, as the Seulgi stuff, but it flows really well. So na 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 na. Summer Rain. Summer Rain is not bad, okay? Not bad. But I was expecting more like danceable, poppy stuff since they already give us the plot twist of the title track, which is the upbeat song. I thought to, at least continue for 2 or 3 more songs. But no, we immediately were going to slow. I mean, this is what I expected from Irene, to be fair. This is what I expected, so I guess I got what I expected. So it's a na 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 na. This is the type of song that I would think Irene would be singing on a solo project. But I don't know how I feel about. No, I know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about Call me bang. It's not a bad song, but her delivery feels very like it feels very synthetic. It just has that very studio vocal sound. It's so smooth and polished out, like it's so like cleaned up. It just does not feel because it's essentially what it is R&B, right? It's like the R&B sensual vibes, but it's a bit stiff. Like it just feels a bit stiff, a bit robotic sounding. It's a bit too clear. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs more warmth. Why did I say that funny? It needs more warmth, okay? And she just does not really get. She's a bit metallic. I don't know if that's the right term. She's a bit icy in her singing, so I don't know if this vibe is necessarily her vibe. Yeah. And what is the next one? Strawberry Silhouette. Da na 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 na. Da na na na. Da na 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 na. Strawberry Silhouette. See, this one works because it is cool. It has that cool tone to it. And Irene has a cool, icy tone to her voice. So it works in the context of this song. But with the previous one, call me back. And along with the way she sings, you know, the very like type of way it just does not sound very pleasing. It's almost a little bit grating, if I'm being very honest. This one, like I mentioned in my previous video, the breathy sound of her voice just works so well. And when you put the stuttering and the repeat, like you know, in the title track, the it works because it fits her tone. Okay, the cold sound is very good to do the pitter pattering and the blah, 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 blah. You know, that type of sound effects, type of vocal thing. It works with Irene's voice. So this one's better, but the next one, I am not very sure how I feel about Irene in this like 2000, like early 2000s type of sound. You know, it's alright because like the previous ones were, we had the breathy, we had the sensual, but now we have this 2000s, you know, positivity vibe. You know, if you know, you know. Okay, if you know, you know. You don't. Okay, this is a very specific 2000s like chord progression and the hopeful and the sounding like that kitschiness of the. I don't know if she's the right person to do this type of sound, okay? When I think of Irene, I think of slightly melancholic, you know? I think of rain, I think of cool, I think of icy. I don't think of like hopeful and, you know? Perhaps it might work if it was a bit more spacey, okay? Spacey, more reverby, and maybe not so upfront like guitar and, you know, pop rock ish thing, like maybe less of that. I mean, na 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 na, like an atmospheric and like a build up. I think that would work a bit better. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but that's fine. Okay, I have a gripe. Another gripe. Another gripe I have is, what is it called? Winter story, winter. Na winter silent. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of my Yeri. This sounds like a type of song that Yeri would sound that vocal. I mean, she does have a similar vocal tone when it comes to the low notes and the slight husk and airiness to the voice. She does have that similarity when it comes, with Irene. But this sounds so sweet. And don't get me wrong, Irene did a good job with this song, but can you imagine Yeri singing this song? It would sound so good, like this synth pop, like mid-tempo, mid-range, especially the I can hear Yeri's tone, her timbre so loud and clear in my voice singing that freaking part. Bruh. Okay, so the bonus tracks I could live without. Ka-ching! Ka-ching! Like, what? What is that? Like, oh, it sounds like maybe a song for the concert, fan meet type of song. They do like a cutesy thing, a little moment for the fans, but why do we need that here? And then we get I feel pretty, with like the violin or whatever string thing melody. It's okay. Yeah, it kind of gives Ariana Grande Positions album vibe with the strings and that little sound thing. It's okay. I don't listen to that one, but go to the title track, okay? Some good B-sides. Overall good flow, better flow than Seulgi, though not as gritty and strong conceptually, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know. They really could do better with the girls. I was thinking the other day, like, they debuted around the same time as Twice, but Twice has gone on to release so much, like, music and content and solos and blah. It's a very bittersweet thing, I hope that there are Reveluvs out there that have the same feeling. It's a very bittersweet feeling because, to be fair, Red Velvet really has given us so much. I mean, maybe they don't give us 3 comebacks a year. I don't think they've ever done that, okay? Maybe at some point they did do like 2 Korean releases and then they drop a Japanese little song. But the recent years have always been subunit and maybe the occasional full group, but 1 release a year type situational. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm here for it all, okay? Here for it all. But it is bittersweet because you don't know what you got till it's gone. We used to have so much. We used to have so much Red Velvet things, and it really is at the point where they're no longer the main SM girl group. We're not seeing them all the time anymore. We see them occasionally. So it really annoys me when we get releases and it's just like half-baked or leftover scraps, half-cooked, half-assed everything. It's just kind of, it's annoying, it's sad. Like, I'd rather you just don't give anything if you're going to give the... Okay? But I have hope, okay? I have hope that the group comeback will be good. I don't know if they're going to give us a full album because it's a bit risky because we've seen what happened with Chill Kill. Half of the album, was good and the other half was mid. And it was an existential crisis. Don't know if you want to be chill, don't know if you want to be killed. So I don't know if that's a full album. If a full album is a good idea, but hey. I mean, Cosmic was really good, so I think an EP is a good bet, but the full album is a bit tricky. And I hope Irene's, I don't know what to expect from Irene's. Okay, so this is the plan, okay? I want to make a video about Irene's album because I want to listen to the full thing and I want to talk about it, but I don't think I'm going to make a reaction video. That is just not my thing. I feel like reaction videos are they're a bit cheap, okay? Unless you're somebody like PD Nim or you know one of those YouTubers who actually have something to say about the fucking visuals and the music video and the lighting and everything, the songwriting, the product. You know, like if you have something to say, then it makes sense. But a lot of people, they're just farming views, farming clicks. You know, just watching and making a few faces, and that's the end of the video. You know. So I don't think I want to make a reaction video, but I will talk about the video and the song and the album when I've experienced it all, okay? I'll try to do it next week. I know I procrastinated a bit with this video, but I will try to do the next one when it comes out. It like release it in the same week, okay? That's what I aim to do. I hope it's good because it's a full album. And I'm refraining from listening and watching the highlight medley because I want to really go. You know, I don't really listen to medleys these days. I don't watch teasers these days. Okay, I'm over it. I'm not about that life anymore. I like to go in with no expectations. Okay, music first so that it's not biased by the visuals. And then we go into the music video and blah, 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 blah. I did see the album packaging. It's kind of cute. I don't know if I would get because the you know like the tiny little mini cutesy TV thing that they have. I think it's very expensive. It's probably really expensive, and I don't know if I want to spend that much money because I did spend a lot of money on the Locket. You know, like a Flower album. There's the Locket version. Oh my god, it was crazy expensive. For the piece of plastic that is supposed to pass off as metal, okay, I buy it because I like Irene and I want to support, but it was definitely not very supportive for my wallet. So I don't know if I'm going to get that cutesy little fucking piece of plastic. It's not gonna end up in a landfill, but still, shit. So I'll see you guys in the next video, which is probably going to be the Irene video at this point. So let's just hope that it's good, okay? Let's just hope that it's good and we'll talk. Hopefully it's a happy talk. Like and subscribe and do all of that. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.